Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at Bristol Glass.
Good morning and welcome to this special broadcast of AACS 15. St. Mary's number 3, the only team to beat Bishop Feehan. Bishop Feehan number 4 in the state. King Philip number 5, and Taunton, who Attleboro is playing on Friday at 11, number 6. Big week for the girls, Kevin.
Big week, and can you say 3 of the next 4 games are against those 3 teams that you just mentioned, Feehan, KP, and Taunton, with Stoughton thrown in the middle there, who's 5-2.
Yeah, so, they're only 5-2, no biggie.
So that's the cakewalk coming up for Attleboro over the course of the next week or so. So, yeah, tough stretch for Attleboro coming up, 4 games. However, they are 4-1 on the year.
Yes, it's a defining week for them. And again, Coach Jen Stringfellow, the assistant coach for KP, she's taking over as head coach, for Feehan. Yes. She's taken over as head coach as head coach Bill Malott, unfortunately due to family issues, has to take a little bit of time off. She played at LaSalle in Rhode Island and at Salve Regina in college.
Nice.
I was telling her the only problem with Salve Regina, it's such an ugly campus.
Actually in the bottom half of the 7th. Yeah. Great game.
Yes.
Interesting game coming up today, too. I mean,
yeah, she's got 3 home runs in the year.
Yeah, I have her by my rough estimation. She's hitting 500 on the year with 3 home runs. Not 3 home runs in 20 games. Yeah. 3 home runs in 4 games this year. So you may want to pitch Lindsey Perry, the starting pitcher for Attleboro. May want to pitch just a little bit more carefully to Cooper.
Second baseman Abby Brooks had 2 runs knocked in against KP, as did Ava Maloof, the center fielder.
Yeah, that's a big win against KP.
Yes, that was. And we're waiting a little bit because for later broadcast on Channel 15, they're not going to use the whole pregame, so I'm going to wait a little bit before we give you the starting lineups for both teams. But last year, Attleboro finished 9-7, reached the Division I first round where they lost at Bishop Feehan. Riley Camacho, who unfortunately injured her shoulder in the first game of the season. She's back in the lineup as the flex player, so she'll be hitting but not fielding. She's a great catcher. That's a bit of a loss.
Yeah, tremendous catcher. Destiny Miranda, who's been filling in as catcher, has done a real good job, has thrown out a runner, very athletic behind the plate. Yeah. Riley's the better catcher. There's no harm in saying that. Yep. And they miss her behind the plate, but Destiny has filled in. Perry comes back. It's a formidable team for sure for Attleboro as they move towards the playoffs. Not sure what the big delay is. Oh, sorry.
Hello and welcome to AACS 15 Sports. Today the event is softball during school vacation. This game being played on April 20th. The 4-1 Attleboro Blue Bombardiers hosting the 3-1 Bishop Feehan Shamrocks. The Boston Globe has Bishop Feehan ranked as the 4th best team in all of Eastern Massachusetts. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Dave Angel on our crew will be editing this later. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Kevin, this is a big, big week for the 4-1 Bombardiers. Today, it's number 4 in Eastern Mass. Bishop Feehan on Friday. It's number 6, Taunton, who just had their 21-game winning streak snapped by Franklin.
Yeah, and a week later will be number 5, King Philip, with Stoughton thrown in between Taunton and King Philip, and Stoughton's 5-2. So this is a huge stretch, not only this week, but next week. Go a long way to defining how Attleboro's season is going to finish out and where they rank in the playoff standings going forward.
Attleboro again 4-1 in the season. Lily Ruthier, the transfer from the Wheelock School, she's been a great addition to the basketball program and softball program. She's 3-0 in the circle this year. Today she's starting in center field, and Lindsay Perry, with a record of 1-1, will start for the Bombardiers. For Feehan, Maddie Cooper will lead off and play right field. Kayla Goldberg is the designated player. She's hitting second. Mackenzie Faherty had an RBI against KP, plays third base and hits third.
Wanted to do with the leadoff hitter, as like you just mentioned, they scored a lot early against King Philip, who probably was the #1 team in the state when they played them.
They were. Now number 5. Called strike, a breaking ball to the left-handed hitting Kayla Goldberg, the designated player, 0-1.
Showing bunt on that, kind of like a slap bunt. Maddie Moran, third baseman for Attleboro, playing well in, expecting the bunt at third base.
Runner is going, missing, whoops, well, runner held up. Good bleed there, 0-2 as Burr misses that. Jen Stringfellow was coaching third base. She's also taking over as the acting head coach. Bill Malott, the longtime Feehan softball coach, with some family issues, unable to make it today. That ball is slashed, caught in the air by the third baseman across the diamond for a double play. Moran to Lauren Eby. Wow.
Great play by Moran. She anticipated it, charged in, and knew right away to throw. They had the leadoff runner, Maddie Cooper, leaning a bit on the slap hit, looking to get down to second base. Good double play, good start, good recovery after the hit batter.
High to the number 3 batter, Mackenzie Flaherty, 1-0. Miranda, the freshman, is behind the plate. Tiniest catcher you want to see, and darn good.
Yeah, I think she's a junior.
Oh, junior, thank you. Third base is Moran. Goldrick is the shortstop. Ground ball, foul down the right field line, right first base line, 1-1. Sarah Mayer moves from center field to second base today. Laura Eby, their cleanup hitter, is hit at first base. The outfield left to right is Eby. Emily Eby, Lily Ruthier, and Mary Bosch. Breaking ball, lined into center field for a base hit. There goes the no-hitter. Ah, rats. Newbury College and Attleboro High School, but
Perry way up in the count, 1-2.
Low, nice stop, Miranda, 2-2. Want to say hello to Coach Homer's kids who are watching. The lovely, talented, classy, elegant Brianna, and of course his son, just Greg.
Just plain old Greg.
Yes.
Gregory.
Smashed up the middle by the center fielder, Ruthier. Hitting third base is Mackenzie. She's going to come home to score, and that's going to be an RBI double, 1-0 Feehan.
I think if Ruthie had a chance to do that all over again, she would have taken it just a little bit more conservatively and just tried to knock it down. It was a little bit of indecision out in the center field, and she went for a passer. Luckily, the fence is up. Or that would have rolled for her 4th home run of the year.
By the way, a scoring change, so 1 RBI and the double to center field. A scoring change in our last game we covered, the victory over Foxborough. We'll get to that in a second. Called strike low in the zone to the number 5 batter, Haley Petrucci, the catcher, 3 for 4 against KP. Remember that shot to right that got by Mary Bosch, that hard liner? We called it, that ball's fouled off to the right, 0-2.
Single and two-base error, I think.
Exactly. I guess according to the Sun Chronicle, the official scorebook, they called that a home run.
Okay.
So
we were in agreement on our call, and you know, that's the beauty of the sport. You know, baseball, softball, a lot is up to your interpretation.
Perry ahead 0-2. Breaking ball, that's a fly ball to right. Tough wind. Mary Bosch makes the catch to end the first inning. So for Bishop Feehan, they take the lead in the top of the first. 2 hits, 1 run, 1 runner left on base. We'll be back with the bottom of the first on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. J Carwash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Dave Angel will be editing this later. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Attleboro down 1-0. Will send Lindsay Perry to the plate first, hitting leadoff. Kayla Goldberg, the sophomore shortstop, hits second, followed by Lily Ruthier, the junior center fielder. Today, she also pitches. Lauren Eby will hit cleanup and play first base. Sarah Mayer is hitting fifth and playing second base. Riley Camacho hitting sixth. Sophomore designated player, led Attleboro with 20 runs knocked in last season. Mary Bosch will hit seventh. The sophomore is playing right field. Maddie Moran, the freshman third baseman who started the double play, and the top of the first will hit eighth. Emily Eby, the left-handed batting freshman, is in left field hitting ninth. The flex player, Destiny Miranda, will not be hitting, and Lindsay Perry is up, Kevin.
You know, Lindsay comes in with a 400 batting average, 8 for 20.
Ball one just misses high. Pitching.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Maddie Rizzo is pitching for Feehan today. She's got one save on the year.
Yeah, it's our understanding this is just her second appearance on the year.
Called strike, breaking ball.
As a regular pitcher for Bishop Feehan has been Miley Raymer, my understanding, a freshman.
Just catching the outside corner with a breaking ball, 1-2.
First time seeing Rizzo. Looks like she's got some movement, a little bit of a curve, not overpowering, at least not yet that we've seen, but there's some movement on that ball.
Yeah. Ball is popped up. And tough play there. That drops for a foul. Petrucci unable to make the catch, and do not judge her harshly. The wind is howling up to 20 miles an hour. Last game we did, the wind was blowing out. Today, Kevin, is blowing in.
Blowing in and all over. And plus, you got the midday sun.
Yep. Ooh, there's a shot to center field. Overhead. Over the center fielder. Bounces over the wall for a ground rule double. Boy, we are just in the bottom of the first inning, and we've seen 3 rockets hit.
Yeah, that was very well struck. Excuse me one second.
Yep.
Don't like doing that. Yeah, taking advantage of the extra life, like you said, with windy on a pop-up that may not have been, that probably would have been caught if it wasn't so windy, and maybe even the midday high noon sun. Lead-off double for Lindsay Perry.
Ball up and in.
Kayla Goldberg has a home run on the year. She's batting .316. Still on the young season, so it's so we can still say on the young season.
And she's also an outstanding basketball player. Kayla made the all-first team, HockamockSports.com, first team all-defensive team. Is it 2-0?
2-0.
Thank you.
And counting Haley Perry, there's 7 basketball players on the team.
Ball 3, high and outside, another breaking ball. Pardon me.
So again, we mentioned briefly the top 6 batters in the order, hitting .460. So Attleboro is really going to want to jump all over Rizzo.
Low and in, ball 4. In the dirt, thinking about advancing was Lindsay Perry, but nice work by the catcher, Petrucci, to keep her at second. First and second, nobody out, and Lily Ruthier steps to the plate.
And junior Ruthier hitting .526 on the season, 10 for 19. One of 2 Attleboro players have double figures in hits on the season.
Low, ball 1 to Lily Ruthier. Speaking of basketball players.
Yes. Liking Attleboro's approach, they're waiting for their pitch right now, the last 2 batters.
Breaking ball, a lot of spin, rolls, foul, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lily's mom, Rachel, the assistant coach for the basketball team. And if you watch Lily play softball or basketball, she plays like a coach's kid.
Yes. Very disciplined, hardworking, a lot of hustle.
And does all the little things
yes.
right. Fastball, that's hit to deep left field. Under it to make the catch is Dupree. Runners stay at first and second, 1 out. 1-0, Bishop Feehan. The throw gets away, coming into the infield, and the runners will advance.
They're putting them back. Oh, no, they got home because I don't know why.
Because the ball went through the dugout door and out of play, and that's 2 bases on a throw from the outfield. So, unfortunately, that's an E7.
E7. No RBI, and that was just a simple play. You don't usually see Feehan make that
big mistake.
That big mistake. They were just getting the ball back into Rizzo, the pitcher.
Wow.
Oh, that was a strike.
Okay.
Delayed strike there to Lauren Eby, quickly hitting 474 on the season.
So a fly out for Ruth here. Ball 1-1 to Laura, the outstanding first baseman.
And the ball hit by Ruth there. If it was the right field, would have had everyone tagging.
Yes.
But because it was left, nobody was tagging. They were back on the base to tag just in case, and then the ball just got by and it went into the dugout, so you get 2 bases on an overthrow.
Yeah. A pop-up again to left field. Dupree is under it in the tough wind, makes the catch, tagging and coming home and scoring and giving the Bombardiers a 2-0 lead. Kayla Goldberg scores the run, the RBI, sacrifice fly to Eby.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, getting that runner home, good base running, good sound softball all around on that one. So Attleboro takes a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. And also Sarah Mayer hitting .556 on the season.
Wow.
Also has 10 hits on the year, 10 for 18.
And also a hoopster.
And another hoopster.
Ball 1.
So the message I'm hearing, if you want to play softball, you better play some basketball.
Low, nice stop, Petrucci. I think Petrucci knows what she's doing behind the plate.
Yeah, it's a very solid team. What'd you say, the number 4?
Number 4, according to the Boston Globe and all of Eastern Mass. Stayed in, 3-0, which I, as a Central Mass guy growing up, am a bit offended by.
Well, like, Central Mass, they're very light in sports. I mean, do they even play sports?
Weisenheimer. Called strike. Every one of the pitches from Rizzo moves. That's 3-1.
Yeah, there's a spin on all of them, which can be effective. Sorry, Paul.
Breaking ball catches the inside corner. Nice pitch, 3-2. The lovely Carol McLaughlin of the Quincy McLaughlins, with whom I reside. She's a Central Massophobic. Loves Eastern Mass, loves Western Mass. Pop up into the infield with 1 out, shortstop. Kupel makes the catch, the Haley variety, and that's the end of the inning. Anyway, she says Central Mass is what you drive through to get to the Berkshires. So after the pop-up to the shortstop, the Bombardiers scored 2 runs on 1 hit. 1 of the runs is earned, and after 1 inning complete, Attleboro 2, Bishop Feehan 1 on AACS 15 Sports.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Kevin, Attleboro's got a 2-1 lead, but you brought up something during the commercial break, which unfortunately makes sense.
We're going to have to go with both runs unearned because the runner, Kayla Goldberg, went from first to third on that overthrow and then scored on the sacrifice fly. Strike 1. So Eby still gets the RBI.
Yes.
Scoring on the sacrifice, just an unearned run because she would not have gotten the third previously.
Abby Brooks had 2 RBIs against King Philip in their 12-3 win. She's plays second base. There's a line shot to right. Running in, Mary Bosch!
No.
Oh, she made the catch, and then when she hit the ground, the ball came out. Umpire out there, Paul Lacase, correctly, I believe.
Yeah.
calls that a base hit.
Base hit, yeah. She dove for it. There's the difference between baseball and softball right there. If that's baseball, that probably stays in the glove.
Yeah.
But the softball
so
pops
much bigger.
out of the glove.
Yep. By the way, our home plate umpire is Raymond Kinsella. Played his high school ball in Falmouth, Mass. Fouled off to the right. This is Ava Malouf, the center fielder, who had 2 RBIs against KP. It's 0-1. And I made the point when Raymond Kinsella introduced himself of not making any references to Field of Dreams. Ground ball to the shortstop. Goldrick to the second baseman. Mayer not in time to first base, so out at second. 6-4 if you're scoring at home is Brooks. And reaching first base is Ava Malouf on a fielder's choice.
Yeah, she was hustling down the line. That was going to be a tough double play to turn. They turned about as quickly as you could.
But Ray, he said, yes, like Field of Dreams. I said, come on, I went out of my way not to mention that because I'm sure you hear it every day of your life. Breaking ball, called strike to Maddie Narducci, the first baseman. And then in the field is Paul LaCase. He played his high school baseball at North Attleboro and ran track at Northeastern.
Oh, wow.
Breaking ball, foul tipped into the mid. 0-2. I'm looking at this, and let's curse Lindsay right off the bat. She's only gone to 2 balls against 1 batter, that being Haley Cooper.
Right, and you want to pitch carefully to her anyway.
Yes, exactly. Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Lindsay Perry. 2 outs.
And in general, you're not going to see a lot of strikeouts from either Ruthier or Perry. Ruthier will strike out more than Perry.
Yep.
Perry comes into the game with 4 strikeouts, but just 3 walks. And the little bit that now we've seen from Rizzo, the Feehan pitcher, there's going to be a lot of balls put in play today, so the field is best be ready.
Yes. And just, outside pitch, stealing second base is Malouf.
You want a stolen base or pass? Okay.
Oh, well, no, good point. She didn't go right away.
She kind of hesitated, the ball was dropped, so I'm going to go with pass ball.
The batter is Maddie Rizzo, also the pitcher. Left-handed batter ahead in the count, 1-0.
9-hitter in the lineup.
1 1 strike as she has that slash formation. Her hands must be a Ty Cobb fan, slightly apart on the bat.
Yep, and looks like she's going to try and slash it to third base or shortstop, and you see the shortstop sliding over now.
And that's the slash swing, fouled off the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You know, these left-handed hitters in softball, that is just an incredible skill to be able to slash the ball like that.
Yeah, it's again, I think we talked the last broadcast. My daughter has done it, but I don't recommend it, and she hasn't practiced it in a while. It's tough enough to stay in the box.
Swing and a miss, and a pitch breaking off the plate. 2 strikeouts to end the inning for Lindsay Perry. For Bishop Feehan, no runs on 1 hit. 1 runner left on base after 1.5 innings. Attleboro 2, Feehan 1 on AACS 15 Sports.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep?
Ow.
Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro.
Apologies to Rico's Pizza. We'll have to get back to that. Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports as we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Attleboro with a 2-1 lead. Bishop Feehan has 1 run on 3 hits. They've left 2 runners on base. 1 of those runs is earned. Attleboro has 2 runs on 1 hit. Both runs unearned. 1 error for Bishop Feehan. Attleboro has left no one on base. Kevin, what happened on that first pitch to Sarah Mayer?
That was Riley Camacho.
Oh, sorry.
And a ball low and in.
And that one I saw.
A little up and out.
2-0 to Riley Camacho. Normally the catcher, but injured her shoulder in the first game of the season. Hope to see her back in the field soon. Led the team last year with 20 runs knocked in as only a freshman. Breaking ball, catches that inside corner, 1-2.
Good pitch to take though on 2-0. 2-0, 3-1. You want to go with your swing.
Yep. Smashed into left field past the diving Cooper at shortstop. Base hit gets by the left fielder. Heading to second base is Camacho, and going to third base and sliding in safely. So that's a base hit and a 2-base error.
And you're going to remind me not to put my head down to mark my book until the play is over. That's twice now. Really quick, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Tom and Steve Hool, listening in St. Augustine, Florida at 74 degrees.
Wow.
An east wind of 8 to 12 miles an hour. We don't have that. Switch to 74 to 47. Now we're talking.
Breaking ball catches the inside corner against right fielder sophomore Mary Bosch, 0-1.
Mary Bosch has been bunting a lot this year. There could be some small ball play put on here.
Yeah. Or not. Ooh. Line drive knocked down by the third baseman across the diamond to record the out. Staying at third base is Camacho. Nice play by Feehan.
Yeah, it went in her glove and out quickly, but that held Camacho because she caught it. Would have been a double play, so she was actually leaning back towards third a bit, threw Bosch out at first. Camacho could not break for the plate and be safe.
So Feehan's had a couple of miscues in the field. That one was a superior defensive play. Breaking ball stays inside to Maddie Moran, a freshman third baseman who's in her past overcome the coaching of Kevin Callahan.
Definitely overcome the coaching. Made a real good, as a ball high and away, a real good defensive play in the first inning, catching a soft liner and immediately doubling up the runner at first base back into first. You've seen it, a strong arm at third base.
Yes. Pitch misses low, 3-0 to Maddie.
Sporting a good eye at the plate right now. She's up, way up in the count, 3-0.
Standing a little farther back in the box.
And 4-pitch walk.
High and outside. That is the second walk issued by Maddie Rizzo.
That's correct.
By the way, I've got to tell you how we're getting old, Kevin, after talking to Feehan acting head coach Jen Stringfellow. This brings up Emily Eby, the freshman left fielder. First pitch swinging, center field, catch is made, no tag, and maybe one of the reasons for that is against KP, which Feehan defeated 12-3. They threw out not one, but 2 Warrior runners at third base.
Right. I'm surprised. It might be the difference between softball and baseball. I would have sent Moran to second and taken the first pitch to try to get runners at second and third with less than 2 outs.
Beautiful beautiful breaking ball by Rizzo to Lindsay Perry, called strike 1. Lindsay had a base hit to center field and scored on a throwing error. Hard ground ball, that gets by the diving Cooper. Scoring is Camacho, so proving Kevin wrong and Coach Homer right and playing it conservatively.
Well, and I didn't have time. It's tough in this sport to follow up with. I was supported not tagging up Camacho because Perry, know where you are in the lineup. You got the senior captain hitting 500. Oh, good, a parent coaching their child on the field.
Base hit to center field, RBI for Lindsay Perry. High ball 1 to Kayla Goldberg.
So we got runners on first and third with 2 outs.
Yes, advancing to third on that base hit was Maddie Moran.
Right next to the field mic too, no less.
Ground ball fielded by Rizzo. Boy, Goldrick's quick. Throws to first base to end the inning. 1-3 if you're scoring at home.
And why wouldn't you be?
There it is. For the Bombardiers, 1 run on 2 hits, 2 runners left on base.
Yep.
There it is.
That was an earned run.
Yes. So
no, it wasn't. I don't think it was, because Camacho got the third on the error by the left fielder.
That's a good point.
I don't think it was an earned run.
So the Bombardiers have 3 runs now on 3 hits, and they lead 3-run after 2 innings. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Paul Healy along with Kevin. That's going to leave a mark. Callahan
Like to do another shout out. We have Jerry Marie Welsh at home in Warwick watching. Welcome. They are they're supporting Riley Camacho. Unfortunately, they can't see her catch today, but there'll be future games where they will.
Top of the order for Bishop Feehan. Fouling back the first pitch is Maddie Cooper. She was hit by a pitch on the second pitch of the game by Lindsay Perry, who's had really good control tonight. I hope I didn't curse her.
Yeah, that sounds like a curse.
Maddie started off the victory over KP, I believe, with a double. Breaking ball fouled back to almost the exact same spot on the backstop.
And I noticed the home plate umpires, not just this game, but the other game too, they get a little scared when the foul balls go back off the fence. Perry up 0-2 on Cooper. Perry 8 out of 10 first pitch strikes to start the game.
Breaking ball, that's fouled off to the right, not far enough to reach the cars though. Count remains 0-2.
Where did you park today, Paul?
I'm parking with confidence. I'm in the spot that is most vulnerable to foul balls, but wait, there's more. I took Carol's car today.
Oh, good, good. I parked there with confidence once. I think we all remember what happened there.
He had his windshield broken by a foul ball. That's fouled off to the right, 0-2. Did we mention that Bristol Glass is one of our underwriters?
This should be the Bristol Glass spot.
Yeah.
Parking spot. Look for something off speed, low and away here from Perry on this next pitch to see if she can get her fishing on 0-2.
Outside part of the plate,
yeah.
Hit to center field. Ruthier's back, makes the catch, and again the wind is gusting from 12 to 20 miles an hour from the west and northwest.
I think Perry got away with one there.
Yeah.
That was a little too over in the middle, I think.
Yeah.
When you're talking with the top of the order, the number 5 team in the state, or 4 team in the state.
And again, the wind blowing in helped Lindsay there. This brings up Kayla Goldberg, the left-handed hitting designated player today. She attempted to bunt, popped it up towards Moran at third, who turned it a double play. Low and away. There's your 43-foot slider.
We got a few people playing hooky at work, listening and watching on YouTube. We got John Moran, Maddie's twin brother Jack are working today. Shout out, and they're taking a 2-hour lunch. John can do that. He owns his own company.
Slash to left field, drops in for a base hit, and with a spin, gets by the left fielder. And I think we have to call that a hit and an error.
Yeah, on the left fielder?
Yeah,
okay.
Unfortunately. And again, it's a tough call against Emily Eby, but a lot of spin on that ball, and it hit the ground in fair territory and kicked away from her.
Yeah, ball from a left-handed bat down the left field line is going to constantly spin away, going towards the left field foul line. Same thing with a right-handed batter down the right field line.
Attleboro leads 3-1 here, top of the third. Feehan with a runner in scoring position. One out, there's a shot to left field. Catch by Eby on a line drive. Mackenzie Faherty nailed that ball. 2 outs. Wow.
That was hit hard right on her. I wonder if you'll see an intentional walk. Yeah, it's just everything I've read about Haley Cooper, the 4-hitter, who's already hit a double today, has 3 home runs on the year.
She's going to UConn to play softball, which is where Lily Ruthier's mom went. Fouled back, 0-1. Did you mention Cooper had an RBI single, a double to center?
I said the double. I failed to mention the RBI, so thank you.
Incompetent.
I'm still learning.
What you kick me for?
Got hot coffee in the cup here. Yeah.
Just missing on the outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And I think home plate umpire Raymond Kinsella got that right.
Yeah, I think so. Just outside, but it was the ball. When we disagree, we lower our voice.
Yes, exactly. And that breaks outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just the second player that Barry's going to 2 balls on. Both of them to Cooper.
That's hit to center field. It's deep as Ruthier goes back at the wall. Home run! And we are tied at 3. The 4th home run in just 5 games for Haley Cooper. Now, Kevin, Do you think Haley's any good at softball or just wicked lucky?
Boy, can you keep getting lucky. My gosh. No, that ball was hit, if I had to guess, 225 feet, assuming the fence to straightaway center is 200 feet. Ruthia did everything she could. She went back. She was positioned to jump if it had gone 205 feet. Just over her head. Left out just a little bit over the middle of play. Kupel, we saw the aggressive swings earlier and on the foul balls in that at-bat. Tie game.
She's knocked in all 3 Feehan runs. Ball 1 low to the cleanup hitter, catcher, Haley Petrucci.
5-hitter.
Thank you.
No problem. She flew out to right field in her first at-bat.
Outside edge, catches it. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So we were wondering before the game, were we going to see the pitcher's duel, or are we going to see kind of a slugger's game? And we're kind of seeing like a bit of both.
Lash down the right field, foul ball.
I don't think Mary Bosch heard foul because she is sprinting after that foul ball. Looks up and wonders why nobody's running. The parents aren't going nuts. No one's running around the bases. Mary Bosch, okay, I'll just throw this ball in. Hurry up, 1-2 in the count, 2 outs, top of the third, 3-3.
Just misses low, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And I know you don't see this too often in softball, but I wonder if you'll see Coach Homer use 2 different pitchers this game, going into Ruthie at different styles of pitching.
Breaking ball fouled, I think either off the catcher, Miranda, or the batter's foot. And I'm gonna, since the batter's not limping, I'm gonna say Miranda. 2-2.
And with the Taunton game, you gotta coming up as well on Friday. You gotta figure both pitchers were told to be ready.
Missing outside, full count.
First 3 ball.
First, there we go. First 3 ball count. Jinx.
We're saying the same thing. I'm just talking over you. That's all. Sorry.
Ball strike. Lower part of the zone, inside pitch. Kevin, we've talked about this before. That's one of those pitches that is 1, a strike, and 2, just not fair.
It's low, it's in. You're up against the white of the batter's box. If she had gotten a piece of that, she would have been lucky to follow it off her chin. That's a tough one. That's a pitcher's pitch, as they say.
For Bishop Feehan, 2 runs on 2 hits, nobody left on base, and after 2.5 innings, we're tied at 3. We'll be right back.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com. W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Dave Angel will be editing this broadcast later. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. We got another shout out?
Yeah, to Attleboro South. We'll just call them St. Augustine, Florida. George and Muffy Bosch are watching and supporting Mary Bosch.
Breaking ball to Attleboro's number 3 batter, Lily Routhier, low and outside, 1-0. Lily flew out to left field in the first inning. Ooh, that was the softball equivalent of the Bill Lee Ephus pitch.
Routhier, by the time she was done swinging, then the catcher Petrucci caught the ball.
And that's a lot of spin on it up the middle, fielded by second base, not in time. Oh!
In time.
Not really, but the call goes against the Bombardiers. Nice play by Brooks at second base.
That ball sounded like it was crushed.
Yeah.
She must have got it off the end of the bat and then had spin, and a real nice play by Maddie Cooper. I believe she's a freshman at second base.
Is that Brooks or Cooper?
And Haley, I think, is the senior. right?
Second base is Abby Brooks.
Oh, I don't know what grade she's in. Maddie Cooper's in right field. I think she's a freshman.
Yeah. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Lauren Eby had a sacrifice fly to drive in a run to left field in the first inning.
I believe the count's 1-1. We'll go 1-1.
Low and in, 2 balls, 1 strike, we think.
Yum keeping in a mystery. I figured on the third pitch you would tell her. But, ooh. Okay, it's definitely 2-2.
Yeah.
She swung it too, and she didn't run to first base on that one. So all of a sudden now Attleboro's getting fooled by some of these off-speed breaking ball, not exactly going 43 feet pitches.
High in the zone. That's hit towards third base, fielded by Feehan. Across the diamond, easily in time. 2 up, 2 down, 5-3 if you're scoring at home.
Why wouldn't you be? On the tag at first base. So you caught that on your angle. So a little bit offline, but on the tag. And we saw this last year. I'm not sure if we're seeing a riser ball. All of a sudden, Attleboro's not hitting it hard as they were in the first 2 innings. So if there was an adjustment made by Rizzo.
And there's one hard hit to Brooks at second base. Fields and fires to first. First 1-2-3 inning of the day for the Bombardiers. No runs, no hits. Nobody left on base after 3. Attleboro 3 runs on 3 hits. 2 Bishop Feehan errors. 2 runners left on base. Feehan 3 runs on 5 hits. 1 Attleboro error. 2 left on base. Tied at 3. We'll be back for the 4th inning.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Welcome back. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Had to take the day off from my show. Normally heard on 1320 WARA. Weekdays 9 a.m. till noon. Pontificating with Paul and the Proletariat. A radio show and a parody of same. Too often when the show's good, it's very, very good. When it's bad, it's utter drivel. But at least it's never average.
I can agree with that.
Thank you, Kevin. For Bishop Feehan, Abby Brooks, who had a solid half inning defensively. How often do you see someone make a nice play and then lead off the next day?
Exactly.
Fouls it right back at me. I flinched a little.
I got you.
Yeah, you stuck your hand up a little late.
Very late.
But it's good news the fence was there, because that ball would have hit me right in the head and warped the ball. Would have had to taken it out of play. 0-1. Brooks had a base hit to right field and then was erased on a fielder's choice at second base. Breaking ball stays up. 1-1.
11 out of 15 first pitch strikes for Lindsey Perry. So working from ahead effectively.
Breaking ball, that's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Don't want to curse our umpires either, but Raymond Kinsella behind the plate has been very consistent. Established the strike zone early, and it stayed the exact same.
Stayed the same, and agreed that they are strikes too.
Yep.
Not just his interpretation of the strike zone.
Foul tip into the mitt, dropped, and that keeps Abby alive. And remember, in the first inning, Lindsey Perry had a foul pop that the Feehan catcher couldn't corral, and she followed with a base hit to center field.
So Perry way up in the count 1-2. Let's see what our comeback pitch is here. It's gonna be foul.
Pop up.
No, it's not.
Oh, what a nice play by Mayer, the second baseman. That gets a star in my book.
If possible, could you give it 2 stars? Because I looked up, and Lauren Eby at first base, I think she looked up right into the sun at first and just didn't budge.
Yeah.
And Mayer had the beat on it and caught it in between Mary Bosch and Lauren Eby on the green portion of the turf, right next to the line. Fair ball.
Ava Maloof is up, the center fielder. Reached on a fielder's choice. Pops that to right center. That's going to be in there for a base hit. Fielding it is Bosch. Told her to a single. So that's the 6th hit of the game for Feehan.
Yes.
No.
Yep.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
keeping track of this game for you.
All right, so Weisenheimer.
Got your back up here.
And Kevin is also using big letters and one-syllable words on his scorebook so I can keep up.
Uh-huh. 8-hitter.
Same spot, only on more of a line. That gets all the way to the wall. The base hit by Maddie Narducci.
Coming home.
And we might have interference.
I think we might have interference on this. I think they're going to send the runner back to third, would be my guess.
No. The runner ran into the Attleboro fielder, Lindsey Perry, who was going to back up third. Neither umpire saw that. I thought that was interference on Perry.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
So it's a double to right center.
And an RBI. Are we giving an RBI in that?
Yeah. I guess, right? I mean, it's...
This brings up...
a 9-hitter.
Yep. Maddie Rizzo, the pitcher, and she fouls that bunt off. So it was a base hit to right center.
I went double. Did you go double?
Okay, double, yep.
Okay. Just so we're consistent in our books.
Yes.
No right or wrong here. Just want to be consistent.
4-3. Bishop Feehan now with the lead in the top of the fourth. Slash to shortstop. Nice catch. Wow, Goldrick. We've seen some outstanding fielding since the first inning here by both teams.
Well done there. Without hesitation, flipped to second to try to get the double play, much like Moran did back in the first inning. But the runner on second, Narducci, held her ground at second, was not doubled off.
2 outs. Top of the order. That's fouled off. This is Maddie Cooper, who has been hit by a pitch and flown out to center. 0-1. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Feehan now with 4 runs on 7 hits. Attleboro's committed 1 error, Feehan 2.
Cooper flew out to center field the last at bat.
Shot to third base, knocked down by Moran. Fires a bullet across the diamond. And when you told it, Kevin, you told me she had a good arm, you were not lying.
And that's the beauty of Moran really quick. I mean, that thing was rocketed right into a glove, in and out really quick as she reacted. No panic there, fired across the diamond. She can throw anybody out.
Yep.
So.
But with the RBI single by,
RBI single by Narducci.
I gave it to the wrong.
Double.
Yeah, Narducci with the RBI double. Scoring was Maloof. There we go. So for Bishop Feehan, 4 runs on 3 hits. The Bombardiers coming up in the top of the fourth have 3 runs on 3 hits. We'll be right back.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Bishop Feehan with a 4-3 lead.
Yeah, halfway through the game, and we're seeing a tight one like we expected. We've seen Attleboro play well, play the better competition tight this year, and we knew Feehan coming in as the 5th ranked team in the state was going to put up a good challenge, especially after beating King Phil 12-3 the other day.
Yeah. Riley Camacho looks at a breaking ball high, 1-0. Riley had a base hit to left field and scored the Bombardiers' 3rd run.
That might be the first pitch I disagree with. I thought that may come in right at the letters. That might be the second one I disagree with.
Inside corner, 1-1.
Yeah. So either way, the count should be 1-1. Right. We just got there the opposite way of what I would have done. But they're not paying me to ump, are they?
Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Camacho had a single and went to third on an error by the left fielder and then came around to score.
On the base hit by Lindsey Perry. 3 balls and 1 strike. Defensively for Feehan, Petrucci is the catcher, Faraday at third, Haley Cooper is short, Brooks at second, Narducci at first, Dupree, Maloof, and Maddie Cooper left to right in the outfield.
Good count for Camacho.
In the behind Riley, ball 4. That's the 3rd walk of the game, I believe.
Yes.
Yep. And by the way, Maddie Rizzo, one of 3 Madisons or Maddies on the Feehan team. We've got a story about that.
prior to 1981.
Mary Bosch ground out to third her first time up, looks at ball one.
Mary showed bunt on that one, pulled back, so that pulls the third baseman in for Feehan. Faraday, first baseman in as well.
Bunt right in front of the
Good bunt.
plate, fielded by first baseman, throwing to, so that's fielded by Narducci, throwing to the second baseman, Brooks covering. Moving to second base is Camacho. That's a sacrifice.
Yep. Mary does her job, gets the bunt down. Perfectly placed bunt. They had no chance of getting Camacho at second base. Yep.
Maddie Moran is up. Maddie walked and was stranded at third base in the second inning. Ball one high. Yes, Jen Stringfellow, the acting Feehan coach, mentioned they had 3 Maddies in the starting lineup. That's ball way outside, 2-0. To show you the age gap between myself and Coach Stringfellow, I said, and it's hard to believe that before the movie Splash came out, swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 2-1. Before the movie Splash came out, not a single female on planet Earth was named Madison. Now every other female child born is named Madison. She had no idea what I was talking about. Swing and a miss, 2-2 and a breaking ball.
They had filmed that scene in Splash on any other street but Madison Ave.
Yes.
Then Madison might not be a name today. 2-2.
Her first base coach knew what I was talking about. Popped up high into short left field or left center. Making the catch is the center fielder, Maloof. 2 outs. Runner remains in scoring position.
Maddie just missed that. Just might be fooled a little bit by the off speed, a little movement on that. Popped up. Wind did not play too much tricks with that as it kind of died down.
Yeah.
Runner on second, 2 outs for Emily Eby.
Yeah. So in the movie Splash, the mermaid had to pick a name. They were on Madison Avenue. She went with that. Tom Hanks says it's not really a name. It is now. Grounded through the circle. And how are we scoring that one, Kevin?
That's an error on the pitcher, Rizzo. It was right back at her, and she kind of like pulled up before she had the ball, and it kind of like went Buckner through the legs there.
Yep, so that's the third Feehan error of the day. That brings the Bombardiers have runners on first and second. We go to the top of the order with Lindsey Perry, 2 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI.
And Rizzo may have moved quickly, knowing that the top of the order was coming, thinking, oh, good. I've turned the order over, and it just kind of came up a little bit too quick to Perry.
Where was that pitch?
Away.
Ball one. Yep.
So yeah, Perry comes in. She came in 8 for 20 in the air. It's now 2 for 2 today.
Yep. Last thing on Madison. So again, my nephew Joel and his lovely wife Christina, they wanted to name their daughter after a dead white male president, but thought there were too many Madisons, so they went with McKinley. Base hit into center field, a run scores, we're tied at 4. And that's a true story.
So there's an RBI single for Perry. She goes 3 for 3 on the day, scoring Camacho from third and moving Eby to second.
Talk about helping your cause.
So that ties the game 4-4. It's an unearned run, as will all the runs will be in this inning if Attleboro keeps scoring. And now you got Kayla Goldberg, who's 0 for 1.
That's the first hit of the inning for the Bombardiers. So Attleboro now with 4 runs on 4 hits.
Goldberg walked, went to third on an error, and scored. Back in the first.
The beautiful pitch by Maddie Rizzo.
It's amazing what they can do with the ball, with the off speed.
Oh.
It's incredible, the motion, the movement.
That ball is popped up. And having to avoid the runner, Brooks makes the nice catch. That play was tougher than it looked. You know, years ago when the Red Sox signed Daisuke Matsuzaka, we never saw him throw a gyro ball, but you see a lot of pitches in softball that look like gyro balls.
It's all over the place.
For the Bombardiers, 1 run on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base after 4 complete. We're tied at 4 on AACS 15 Sports.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
That's cutting it close. Welcome back. Top of the 5th inning, Kayla Goldberg, the number 2 batter for Bishop Feehan. Too bad. That's who Feehan beat last time. Also wears green and gold. The left-handed slash-hitting Burr fouls that back to the screen, 0-1. She popped up a bunt for a double play in the first and had a base hit in the 3rd inning and scored a run.
Correct. No, that wasn't a bunt, though. That was it was on an 0-2 pitch. She kind of slashed it to the 3rd baseman.
Okay. Pops it up to second base. Making the catch is Sarah Mayer. 1 up, 1 down.
Have to give another shout out. Attleboro's own, not in Florida, but Brian Ronayne, listening from the streets of Canton, patrolling the streets, making sure no one's running any red lights or speeding up and down near the airport. I'm assuming. I don't know where he is, but.
Called strike on the outside corner to the number 3 hitting Mackenzie Faraday, who's got a base hit to center field and a run scored and lined out hard to the left fielder. Who was that shout out to?
Brian Ronayne.
Right, and he has written up at least a warning, if not a ticket, against me for excessive verbiage. That's one of the hardest pitches Perry's thrown today. Strike 2.
A little extra pop on that fastball there.
4-4, top of the 5th. Breaky ball through the circle, knocked down by Perry to Moran, and makes the wise move of not trying to throw because Faraday had beaten it easy. Infield hit?
Yeah, I'm going to go with an infield single off of Perry. That's a tough play. Hit just hard enough that she went for it and went off a tip. Good play by Moran not to throw the ball. Strong as arm she has, she would not have got her.
So that is the 8th hit of the game for Bishop Feehan. Attleboro has 4 hits on the day. Boy, running on the pitch as the ball is fouled deep to right. Bosch makes the gallant attempt, but can't come up with it. It's a long strike.
Boy, the wind played some tricks on that one. I thought that was well out of play and deep, and it was knocked in, and Bosch actually had a chance at that.
Yep. Again, the wind blowing. It's a west-northwest wind, so that means it's blowing in here at the Drummond Street turf fields.
Lindsay Perry, 17 out of 21 first pitch strikes this game.
Low in the zone, runner stealing, in there in time, so a stolen base for Mackenzie Faraday. Attleboro catcher Miranda, nice throw, not in time, great jump.
Very good jump. I'd like to see Miranda get rid of it just a little bit sooner. Trust that the fielders will get there.
Yeah. 1-1?
Yes, oh, I'm sorry, yes, 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike, as that was a bit low from Lindsay Perry. Again, Perry throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. She's 3 for 3 at the plate with 2 runs knocked in. Call strike on the inside edge, 2-2.
Cooper with the home run.
Oh, this is right, Haley Cooper, yes.
3 RBIs.
Double to center field and a 2-run bomb.
To where the golf carts are in center field.
Yeah. Oh, and that's lashed into left field. Yeah. Fair ball, and that's going to get by the fence.
Is that in play?
That's in play. And now they're calling it out of play.
Okay. So they're giving
a double, I believe.
So they're back to second. That's what I thought right away, but there was really I didn't see any motion from anybody for a while.
So it's a ground rule double. Another RBI for Kupel. She has knocked in 4 of the 5 Feehan runs. She's 3 for 3 scoring from second base is Mackenzie Faraday.
Good play to have her steal second, too, because they would have been held up at third base on that double. Lashed fouled on the first base line, hit very hard.
Haley Petrucci was 3 for 4 against King Philip with 3 runs knocked in. She's popped out to right and struck out looking today. What a tough call.
On the pitcher's pitch, I think we called it.
Yes. Low to the zone, that's Powell to right. That's going to reach the fence, over the fence. 0-2 to Haley.
Important for Perry here to get something to Petrucci just out of the zone, kind of like the pitch she threw. I would come back with that 3-2 pitch that she threw last time.
Yep. 5-4, Bishop Feehan leads. Ball. One ball, 2 strike.
Tried to climb the ladder on that one, tried to get her to go for some high heat. She had an inkling of going, but held up.
Ground ball back to the circle. Perry to first base for the second out. Moving to third is Haley Cooper.
These runners get such a good jump that Perry really didn't have a good chance to throw her out on a tag play. Maybe if it was a force play, you could have had Moran stretch for the ball and it would have been close. Tag play, that extra 2 steps, I don't know if they would have had her.
Again, the ball has to reach the plate before the runner can leave the base, right?
Yes. Oh, no. Right out of the hand.
Right out of the hand.
Right out of the hand. Yeah, sorry.
Well, that makes sense now, because I was going to say they're getting awfully big jumps.
Yes. Somebody should be monitoring this situation. Yeah, no, as soon as on the release, matter of fact, so they teach the runners to almost like stop motioning, stop running as the release is coming, so you time it. Bang, bang.
Outside, Kevin, what's the count here?
1 ball, 1 strike.
To Abby Brooks. Abby had a base hit to right field, was erased on a fielder's choice, and then was robbed by second baseman Mayer on a short fly ball to right. Swing and a miss, way ahead of that pitch from Lindsey Perry. 1-1, 1-2.
I think Abby was sitting fastball and got a curve that just dipped out of the zone. And sometimes you commit to the swing long before the pitcher even gets rid of the ball, and that's what I think Abby did there.
Fastball lashed into right field. Feehan extends their lead to 6-4 on an RBI single to right field by Abby Brooks. No doubter.
A good bit of hitting there by Brooks. Not doing anything fancy, just taking it as the ball is slicing away from her, just takes it to right field for a base hit. Bosch fields it cleanly, gets it into second base.
Third hit of the inning.
Up steps Ava Maloof, 1 for 2 on the day with a single.